If you are new to this channel, The Practical Money with Theo, a warm welcome. And if you are returning, welcome back to The Practical Money with Theo, where we turn complex money into simple systems. If you want to take control of your money and feel more confident about your financial future, you are in the right place. Before I go any further, the ideas from this episode reflect my views and experiences. I'm not a financial advisor, and this is not personal finance advice. Remember, always be a student, not a follower. What if I told you that doing nothing with your money is still a financial decision? Last week, we asked a simple question. Why does Cristiano Ronaldo earn so much? Along the way, we discovered something important. Money often follows value. People vote with their time, their attention, and their money. But that discovery leads to another question. Once you create value, once you earn an income, then what? What should you do with the surplus? Should you spend it? Should you save it? Or something else? That's what today's episode is about. The cost of doing nothing. When people hear the word investing, they often think they have two choices: invest or don't invest. But that's not really true, because doing nothing is also a decision. Let's imagine you have some surplus money. It could be £100, it could be £1,000, or it could be £10,000. The amount doesn't matter here. You could spend it, you could save it, or you could invest it. Most people think saving is the safe option, and sometimes it is. But safe does not always mean risk-free. Imagine you put £1,000 under your mattress. 20 years later, you still have £1,000. So, what's the problem? The problem is that £1,000 won't buy what it buys today. This is because of inflation. Inflation is the reason a cup of coffee costs more than it did 10 years ago. It is the reason a house that once cost £50,000 may now cost hundreds of thousands of pounds. The money didn't disappear. Its purchasing power did. The number in your account may stay the same, but the life that number can buy may shrink. In other words, if your money isn't growing enough to keep up with inflation, you may actually be going backwards. That's a strange idea, because many of us were taught that risk comes from investing. But there is also a risk in never investing. The risk of losing purchasing power. The risk of outliving your savings. The risk of reaching retirement and realizing your money never had a chance to grow. Now, let me be clear. I'm not saying that everyone should invest tomorrow. Food comes first. Housing comes first. An emergency fund comes first. High interest debt often comes first. The foundations matter. But once those foundations are in place, a new question appears. What should you do with your surplus? And this is where things get interesting. If I gave you £1,000 today, you would have four main choices. You could spend it. You could save it. You could pay off debt. Or you could invest it. And before anyone says it, yes, a holiday still counts as spending it. None of these options is always right. It depends on your situation. If your roof is leaking, fix the roof. If you have high interest debt, pay them off. That may be the best return available. If you don't have an emergency fund, build one. But sooner or later, many of us reach a point where we have a surplus. And then the question becomes, what job should this money do? I have been a pharmacist for many years. And over that time, I've met people from all walks of life. Some reached retirement with assets producing income. Others reached retirement depending almost entirely on the state pension. Same country, similar opportunities, very different outcomes. The difference is often not a single big decision. It's thousands of small decisions made over decades. Warren Buffett, often described as the greatest investor of all times, once said, "If you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die." That may sound harsh, but it contains an important idea. Your time has limits. Your energy has limits. There are only so many hours in a day. But money can work even when you are not. That's the real purpose of investing. Not to get rich next week. Not to impress other people. Not to gamble. But to give your money a chance to work alongside you. Morgan Housel, author of the best-selling book, Psychology of Money, often writes about the importance of thinking long-term. And investing is really a long-term conversation with your future self. Imagine meeting yourself 20 years from now. What would that person want you to do with today's surplus? Spend all of it? Save all of it? Or invest some of it? That future version of you doesn't get a vote. You do. Today. You work hard for your money. Most people agree with that. The question is, does your money work hard for you? This week's challenge: Look at your savings. Ask yourself one simple question. What job is this money doing? If the answer is emergency fund, that's a job. If the answer is house deposit, that's a job. If the answer is retirement, that's a job. If the answer is children's future, that's a job. But if the answer is I don't know, then maybe that's where your thinking should begin. Next time, we will answer the obvious question: how does investing actually work? Money matters, but life matters more. Fix your system, fix your money. I will see you next week. Bye-bye.